Does God exist? Can science explain the existence of God? In this video, we answer the question, does God, or a creator exist? This is one question that has baffled many people in history. In this video, we provide you with irrefutable proof of the existence of a creator. To better understand what we are saying, you need to forget all religions presently worshipped on earth. The present religions give God a very low technology appearance. All the technology we have today is what we have understood of God's technology. All that we have in the form of technology today was possible 10 billion years ago. We didn't create the technology the electrons and atoms deliver. Human technology is the very little we have discovered of what the electron and the atoms can do. The atoms and electrons are a part of God's technology. Let's take a look at some key scientific points. 1. Is it scientifically possible to explain random events creating atoms? Let's see the following facts about atoms. All atoms have the same three components, the proton, neutron, and electron. The three components of the atoms are arranged in different arrangements in different types of atoms. How did random events create so many identical neutrons, protons, and electrons? How did random events arrange the neutrons, protons, electrons, and the other subatomic particles in every type of atom with such mathematical precision? If this universe was created by random events, how come random events didn't create any faulty atoms? How did random events create atoms that belong to just 118 different elements? How is each element or each type of atom so different when they all have the same components? How did random events create different types of atoms that work with each other? If every event in this universe was random, how do these atoms work with mathematical precision with each other for billions of years? Imagine the different types of atoms to be different models of watches. Now remember, there is time inside every atom. The assembly of an atom is nanoscopic and more complex than a watch. But to help us imagine, let's think of atoms of different elements to be watches of different designs. Now imagine one design of a watch is the oxygen atom. Now imagine there are 4 watches in front of you that are of the same design, and these watches represent 4 oxygen atoms. Imagine 2 of these atoms are in Mars and 2 of them are on Earth. Now imagine all the 4 atoms or all the 4 watches are at the same temperature. Now imagine all the hands on these 4 watches are all moving at the same speed. What do you see? All the 4 watches are connected at creation. All the 4 watches are connected to the way they work, or they work the same way. All the 4 watches are connected to the same timing information. All the 4 watches are connected to energy information. This is the precision in which every atom in this universe works. Can a random system create these watches? Can a random system make these 4 watches work this way? The answer is a big no. This is only possible because each and every atom is connected to God's software. 2. Did random events create the different components of this universe that work with each other? All the components of this universe, such as the atoms, different types of energies, photons, the fundamental subatomic particles, dark matter, dark energy, genetics, time, gravity, the laws of chemistry, and the laws of physics are all designed to work with each other. They have worked with deterministic precision for billions of years. How can random events create such interconnected components? If every event in this universe was an uncontrolled random event, how do these components work with each other with such precision for billions of years? Precision points to control. There are 118 different types of atoms. There are no faulty atoms. Atoms last forever. Different types of energies modify the different types of atoms in different but specific ways. If you expose the specific type of atom to a specific type of energy, 1,000,000 times, each time the atom is modified in the same precise way. If different types of energies and the different types of atoms are all a part of a random uncontrolled system, how do we see this repetition of the same event? How can a system created by random events, a system which is still in random mode, recreate the same results with mathematical precision for billions of years? All the fundamental components of this universe are all interconnected. One component cannot exist without the other. For example, gravity is useless without the atom. There is gravity within the atom, so the atom can't exist without gravity. It's the same with energy. Energy is useless without the atom. There is energy within the atom. The atom can't exist without energy. It's the same with the laws of chemistry and the laws of physics. Every chemical reaction happens at a certain timing. Everything falling in a vacuum falls at the same speed. Time is connected to the atoms and gravity. There is time in every atom. One component is useless without the other. Random events creating these fundamental components of our reality that interconnect with each other to serve a vital role is scientifically impossible. Every one of these fundamental components are interconnected. All these fundamental components work with each other with deterministic precision. If you change the participation values of these components by 0.001%, this universe falls apart. It is this precision that brings stability to our reality. A system on random mode can't recreate the same event billions of times. If we see repetitive events that have mathematical precision and order, being recreated billions of times, we have to understand that there has to be ongoing control. For example, every photon made by billions of stars are all the same, and they all travel at the same speed. This precision of all the interconnecting components of this universe is proof of control coming from outside this universe. This is God's technology. What we call the laws of chemistry and the laws of physics is the Creator's software controlling the atoms. All the components of this universe are interconnected via the Creator's software. So, yes, a God or a Creator exists. 3. So if God exists, where is He? This is a very difficult question to answer. The only thing we can be sure of is that the Creator is a conscious entity and has intent. God is from outside this universe. God is not affected by atoms, time, or space. If you ask where is God? The answer is, He is outside this universe. There is no way for a Creator to be inside His creation. Some of the gods we worship on earth, I believe, are aliens who visited us. If aliens from another planet have technology that is advanced enough to enable interplanetary travel, they already know of the existence of God, and how this universe works. We can be 100% sure that there is a Creator or creators who designed and planned and thereafter put this whole universe together. But they are not in this universe. The gods are outside this universe, they are not a part of this universe. The software of the Creator or creators is controlling every component of this universe. There is no way for a Creator to be inside His creation. 4. Why did God create us? We were created because of God's consciousness and intent. I believe there are many gods, not just one. The rest of the characteristics of the creators and the world they live in is impossible for us to imagine. Also, there is a very important question to consider, that is, who or what created the creators? This is a mystery we will never solve. With the design of our brain, it may be impossible to understand the world of the creators or what created our gods. But I believe the gods created us in their image. Even if we as humans created a computer-simulated world, we will create characters that look like us, because it's easy for us to relate to what we create. I believe even the aliens in other planets will be similar to us in body shape. They can be bigger, smaller, different skin colors, different levels of intelligence, but in their body shape, they will look similar to us. This whole universe with billions of Earth-like planets could have been created to teach the children of the gods about biology. This universe with billions of habitable planets could be an interactive teaching tool. I believe in every habitable planet in this universe there is one dominant species. Every planet is home to one species of intelligent life. Just like Earth is to humans. Every one of those dominant intelligent life forms will look similar to humans in body shape. I believe all the other creatures are designed to provide a habitable environment for that one dominant species. Just like on Earth every animal has a purpose, it serves for the benefit of humans. Every animal on Earth plays a role that helps the environment to exist. Every animal is a part of the clever balance of the ecosystem. The creators created all of us primarily because the Creator wanted to do so. It's just like we have many fish tanks with different kinds of fish, this universe is full of different life forms. We must understand we are just discovering and inventing things that are already possible in this universe. We are not making any changes to the four primary components of this universe, which are atoms, energy, time, and consciousness. The building blocks of our reality, such as the atoms, different types of energies, photons, the fundamental subatomic particles, dark matter, dark energy, genetics, time, gravity, the laws of chemistry, and the laws of physics are all forms of information, and all of which remain in the control of the Creator's software. I believe the Creator made us as an experiment or just for pleasure or an interactive teaching tool. It's difficult to provide a definite scientific explanation as to why we were created. The only thing we can be sure of is that the Creator or creators wanted to create us. So we can be sure that the Creator has intent. If you consider this universe, the volume of energy created, the clever design and the precision engineering that has gone into this universe is unimaginable by us humans. God has technology we will not be able to comprehend. All of what we see around us as science is God's technology. I believe it was a team of creators who designed this universe. 5. So when we die, do we go to heaven? No, we don't. Most religions say if we do good we go to heaven, and if we do bad we go to hell. What they mean is when we do good our consciousness goes to a better place. This better place can be on Earth or even another planet, but we don't leave this universe. Think of going to heaven or hell in this way. In this universe, there are billions of planets with life. There are humans and human-like beings living on all these billions of planets. Each habitable planet in this universe has different levels of suffering and happiness. Just like on Earth different countries have different levels of suffering and happiness. You going to heaven or hell is your consciousness being born into another atomic body on another planet with suffering or happiness. This is the scientific explanation of going to hell or heaven told in religions on Earth. One can understand, just two places called heaven and hell cannot exist. We all do good and bad in our lives. Every bad person does something good and every good person does something bad. There is no way to make an assessment system with a binary decision. So much good you go to heaven and so much bad you go to hell. Such a system cannot exist. All content in this video was excerpts from the book The Real Creator, available at Amazon Kindle. The link to the book is provided in the description below.